when you become an owner of an F5, it really is like joining the Hennessy family.
Yeah, we've got a wonderful client that's here locally in the Houston area that's going to come in today and configure his Venom F5 Revolution Roadster.
God, look at that. Here we are inside the world famous Hennessy Performance headquarters. I'm surrounded by Hennessy Venom F5s, which is surreal.
So the great thing about coming to the headquarters here to see the factory as a customer is that you really get the whole Hennessy experience. You get to interact with these amazing people who build the car for you, and this is a family business, very family-centered. And I think that's one of the things that people really appreciate about us, and one of the things that sets us apart.
What's up? You're damn good. I'm good, man.
How are you, man?
I'm good, man. Thanks.
Well, first we like to get to know you as a person, you know, the customer, because every car is so personable. At this point, we would get into configuring the car. This is a spot where you could spend as much or as little time as possible as you want, but the creations of your design start here. Our mission with the F5 was to create something that was right up there or better with what the rest of the world had to offer, all of the comparables. And that goes down to every aspect of F5 engineering, design, and then the customer experience. And so we set out last year to create the world's best configurator, and we believe that we've done that. But it's been an incredible process, and the final result is truly amazing.
In this configurator, we're really excited. We're really excited to share with the world. And
This is the greatest configurator in the automotive industry right now.
they're like, this is by far the most insane configurator we've ever put together.
Really?
Yeah. So it's really cool. We're really excited about it.
Dude, I mean, listen, I think at the end of the day, the more you can see.
Visualize something? Right.
Dude.
So what we essentially have is an F5 video game that we've made, and it allows the customer to really explore the limits of what is possible when it comes to speccing their car.
From colored carbon to painting the mirror stocks to every piece on the entire car can be painted a certain way. It gives us the ability to change quickly and show the client options.
We had a competition at the start of the year within the team to basically come up with your favorite design, and then we all voted on it, and the top 5 got selected to be entered as presets for the car. So we'll start with one of my favorites, which happens to be Cole Hennessy's selection here. So good job, Cole. All right. So.
Oh my God, that's beautiful. I can almost go, all right, we're done. This is gorgeous.
Isn't the champagne cool?
Really
So it's champagne with an exposed carbon stripe down the middle.
Is beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So we'll let Nathan kind of navigate us through this journey.
I've never done a car in exposed carbon, and looking at y'all's carbon fiber, it's very well done. But I'll tell you, this spec here and that blue down there has kept me going, man.
We do have an option that's kind of the best of both worlds, which is our paint to faded exposed carbon.
Whoa!
You can do, yeah. There's a ton of different things. So just as an example.
Wow!
And then,
Holy cow!
Going through this really quickly, you can cycle through many different sort of levels of paints. If there's a desire to do something totally different, and you can, using the color wheel, create any paint possible, including chameleon paint, like this. You can do a carbon fade, so paint to carbon in satin or gloss, or you can just go straight to a full carbon car. You can even create your own bespoke tinted carbon color.
Golly, guys.
Yeah. Like you see how it's kind of silver and then it's got the
That is sick.
Yeah.
I mean, we could just totally go so wild with this.
You really can. Yeah.
And so the beauty of this is that as we're sitting with these customers, there's just so many ideas happening and so many things that you can see in real time. And so you can start off getting super excited about one color and thinking that that's the exact direction. And then with kind of a click of a button, you, for instance, go from a carbon car to, a bright red car, and everyone just kind of loses their mind and says, oh no, that's the one. And that's the great thing about this, is it is so realistic that you really do get a great idea of what your car is going to look like, that 12 to 15 months before you even see it in the flesh. And the nice thing about this is that it begins in the studio, but then if you want to, we've digitized our whole facility, and you can take your car out on track. And so this is our test track in the back. You even have cows moving in the same spot that we have cows out there. And you can even see it in different times of the day.
The configurator will portray colors in different environments, whether that be in the morning, whether that be in the sunset, or whether that be indoors in a client's collection. So you can really appreciate what the color will really do based on shadows, based on where the sun is located, moving the car around.
A color might look really good in the morning, but then you see it at the golden hour at the evening setting, and it looks totally different. And so you say, oh, okay, well, no, we need to make this a little lighter or darker. You'll see on the side, there's some set options here in terms of the paint. However, if none of these are, remotely close to what you want to do, we actually have the option of creating a bespoke color. So you can change everything from the base color to the flake to the multiple flake tints, and you can create really any color that your heart desires. We'll then take that color to our paint supplier and match it, and you end up with a truly one-of-one car. And that really is the goal for every car that we create, every car that's made. We want all 99 versions of the F5 to be true one-of-ones. I think that's what people come here for. That's one of our big differentiators, is every car really is a one-of-one. That is one of our goals. We just don't say that, we mean it. When a color is selected, it's actually taken down from this wall behind me, and we remove it from the wall, never to be used again. So there are no two F5s that will ever be the same color. Now they could be similar colors, but there will never be one that is the exact same. You then move down into differentiating every aspect of the carbon trim on the car. So what that would include would be things like the front splitter, the side rocker, the intakes, the rear bumper, the roof of the car, the greenhouse. Just a quick example of that would be if you select the engine cover. I'm not suggesting you should ever do this, but you can make this color matched. Now, where this would come into play is if you color match it to your car. Next up is the livery section. This is where you can explore to your heart's desire different stripes or painted accents that you want to put on the car.
So I'm a big fan of y'all's wheels in silver, but do we play with a gold on these?
I don't see why not. I'm a big fan of gold wheels, I'll tell you right now.
Totally digging gold wheels lately.
Oh, that's...
And within this, you're able to change the finish of the alloy. You can even, look at a painted wheel. Options are pretty endless. Should we go inside the car and look at the interior a little bit?
Yeah, we should.
Look at a little Easter egg here. So once you're in the interior, you're able to change so many things. You can change the steering wheel color, the stitch color, the door cards, the seat pads, the stitching on the seat, the dash color. And then when you get down into the interior accents, you can even change things like the carbon tint, everything down to even the seat belts. This is where you would select your racing suit to match the design of your car as well. At this point, you're all excited and happy about where your car is. You know, you're ready to see it out on track. That's when we would hit the track button here and you would watch in real time your spec going down our track.
Oh my God, look at this thing. Wow.
You got to see it driving.
Of course you, jeez, look at this thing.
You guys are able to do full renderings in real time with a click of a buttons configurator. This is amazing.
Yeah.
It was fun getting to see Louis kind of really push the boundaries on some things. There are a few things we haven't done that we've really looked and pushed our clients to try and do, which is colored carbon on the interior, the fade from a paint to a colored carbon. Those are some things we definitely played with Louis. It's cool to be able to showcase some of those things.
Having Louis come in was an amazing time. It's always an added bonus when someone with that level of excitement and enthusiasm and passion comes in, because that's how we are. It just becomes a ton of fun and a lot more enjoyable to spec a car with someone like him. And I think that, you know, just feedback from him in terms of using this configurator couldn't have been better. Excited for more people to use it and enjoy it and to build their dream car with it. So you may be asking yourself, when can I play around with this? Well, the answer, unfortunately, is this is something that we reserve for our customers. You know, it's a very special experience, and it's one that we want to protect. We really value the whole experience of joining the Hennessy family, and that's something that we want to provide to our F5 customers. However, we love our fans and we want them to be able to enjoy some of this too, and so we are actively working on a version of this that's not quite as in-depth, you know, but it will still be really amazing and something that everyone can enjoy.